Hey guys, this is Carolina Varsity, and we are in our 2015 season. We're rolling into week 11, and we're going to take a look at the SoMeck8 conference and the playoffs. I'm Dale
And
Ross.
I'm Matt Maher, the Pep Man, and here's your standings in the SoMeck8 going into Week 11. Charlotte Catholic at the top of the league, 5-0 in conference, 8-0 overall. Ardrey behind them, 4-1 in conference play, 6-3 overall. Providence also there at 4-1, 5-4 overall. South Meck 3-2 in the conference, 7-2 overall. West Meck 2-3, 4-5 in the conference. Olympic 1-4, 3-6 overall. Berry 1-4, 4-5 overall, and Harding 0-5 and 1-8 overall.
Yeah, so right now, obviously, Catholic is the number one seed.
Mm-hmm.
They've got the number one seed in their grasp. They play the other two teams that have a shot at the number one seed.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever wins out of these three teams is going to be the conference champion. Uh, Catholic can, if we get into this one loss thing, etc. Catholic lose. They play Audrey this week, and they play. So let's just look at that. Audrey Catholic has 8 wins. Three teams are in the
Mm-hmm.
playoffs. So actually, maybe 4 teams, but three teams have 6 wins or more. Catholic's got to play Audrey and Providence in that order. So the next two teams in the standings.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Audrey I'll just go ahead and hit them first.
Okay.
They're down at 6 wins because they've got to play Catholic. They play Catholic in this South Mecklenburg. So they'd have to win both of those ball games to um, win the conference championship.
Okay.
South Mecklenburg has 7 wins. That's in the playoffs, but I don't think Catholic would have to lose 2 games, and then Catholic still has a tiebreaker over them.
So
So
South makes it out of it.
South makes out of it now. I don't
Okay.
see any way they can. They have Providence and Audrey
Okay.
coming up. So still
Playing
probably
for basically number 2 seed.
playing for the number two seed.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So playing for two things, obviously number two seed,
Mm-hmm.
and then number of wins, home games.
Right.
That first game will definitely get you a home game. That's
So Ardrey essentially controls their destiny.
exactly.
Oh.
Catholic and Audrey and oddly enough, the other team that controls their destiny, sitting down there at 5 wins, is Providence.
Mm.
Providence has got to finish up with South Mecklenburg and Catholic. Two tough teams, but if they win both those games, they're the conference champion.
Ardrey beat Providence.
So if Audrey wins out too, so if Audrey wins out and Providence wins out, then you got that. So you'd have a Audrey Providence, Charlotte Catholic in that order.
Gotcha.
Right.
You see how complicated this stuff can be.
It can be very complicated. So now
leave it in our hands. Don't try to figure it out. You go crazy.
it seems like the last couple of years, the bubble teams in this conference have been West Mecklenburg, Philippa Berry, and Olympic.
Yep.
Okay, so at 4 wins
Mm-hmm.
is West Mecklenburg and Philippa Berry. And West Mecklenburg has got to play Philippa Berry this Friday night.
Is this the loser leave town?
Well, I don't know because it's obviously it's a real big West Side. We got to start adding Philippa Berry into the West Side rival games. West Mecklenburg's got 2. They end up the season with Harding, which is a big rival game as well.
Yep.
But that would put West Mecklenburg at 5 wins if they win either one of those ball games. That puts them at 5 wins and maybe that 5-win bubble in the playoffs. You're not guaranteed.
You're right on it.
You're
5
right on
wins, 3 in the conference.
Yep.
You're right on the bubble.
So you're 3-4 in the conference, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's right on the bubble. You may squeeze in. Philippa Berry again at 4 wins. They've got West Mecklenburg and Olympic.
Mm-hmm.
Those are going to be 2 tough ball games for them. They certainly have the opportunity to win both of those, but again, it's going to put you, if you only win one of them, that's going to put you again on that bubble of.
So if you win 2, Barry, you're in.
Exactly.
Just take the question out of it. You just don't want to win one and sit there on selection Saturday nervous.
That's right. Both of you guys, West Mecklenburg 2, win 2 and you're in. So who still has a chance sitting at 3 wins is Olympic. But Olympic has to win their next 2 ball games to get at that 5 wins. So for Olympic, the playoffs start Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
And they play Harding.
Mm-hmm.
So Harding can play big upsetter and beat Olympic, and then it doesn't matter what what Olympic does against Philip O'Berry, they're not going to make the playoffs.
And I'll tell you, man, the way that Harding played last week, that's not a gimme for Olympic.
I hear you. Harding's got to finish up with Olympic and West Mecklenburg. No shot at the playoffs, but they can certainly mess up 2 teams' opportunities in the playoffs, and that's Olympic and West Mecklenburg.
And you can relish that too.
Exactly.
Like what'd you say last week? We ain't going, you ain't going either.
Exactly. We ain't going, you ain't going either. That's the attitude you got to take, because you can take those other teams down. The report says that Catholic will finish first, South Mecklenburg will finish second, Ardrey-Kell will finish third. Ardrey-Kell will report a 6-4 record, South Mecklenburg an 8-2, and Catholic a 10-0.
Okay.
Also getting into the playoffs will be Providence, Philip O'Berry, and West Mecklenburg.
Oh.
So there'll be 6 teams from the conference, projecting
that's very impressive. Right?
It is. So I think here we got a fairly, kind of like the Mecca, where there's a lot of parity in the conference, just not quite the same strength level maybe as the Mecca, but still a pretty solid overall. So that's 6 teams in exactly. Olympic and Harding will not be making the playoffs according to the projections. So there you have it. Catholic, Ardrey-Kell, Providence, you guys almost have everything in your hands. Catholic certainly does. Ardrey-Kell does as well.
6 wins, yeah.
Yep. So you got the conference championships in your hands. What you going to do with it? You two play. Ardrey-Kell and Catholic play this Friday night. So
might sell it right there.
There you go. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back next week.